Okay. Yeah. It's all yours.
So I have just a small remark about hunting the wrong tenants in cache. We have succeeded to find another guilty part of the system, and this was in rules and conditions and actions in Sitecore. I have found that those are cached simply by the Sitecore engine, and it is cached independently of the tenant. So there's one cache for all sites defined in Sitecore, which holds the instances of rules and conditions for the customization engine. And so if there's a first tenant calling any of these conditions, it creates the instance, and if in constructor we use castle context resolve whatever service this condition is using, then the service is resolved. It resolves dependencies based on this tenant, and it is kept as a private field in this instance. Subsequent calls to this same object use the very same services, and so in final they use the same cache. Fortunately, as far as I found, there was no condition or action writing anything to the cache. It was just reading, so there was just some miss. How to call it? The periods, the IDs didn't match, but it didn't do anything wrong in general. Maybe some conditions were not resolved correctly or evaluated, but there was no damage, hopefully, in the data. So I have changed it in all the rules and conditions that I have found using this pattern, and now we should use only resolving the services within the execute or evaluate method. Also keep in mind that these objects are cached and those methods are called from parallel threads. So you cannot use even properties or shared fields of those objects, as they would be rewritten, or you have to introduce some locking mechanism, which is crazy and not a good pattern for this. So it should, all the execute methods should be like call, gather whatever data and just forget it. Yeah? So write them as stateless. That is a simple result of my research. I'm continuing with this pattern of calling manually castle context resolve in other parts of the application. I have some, is it readable? It's not probably. But there are, I don't know, tens of usages of this pattern, and I'm just evaluating which classes are somehow cached or global or something like this, or if they are instanced on the fly as the same way as the controllers, for example. Because we use the same pattern in controller. Yeah? We have the private field, whatever service, and in constructor we just create this service. But those controllers or views are created with each request. They use a new object. But other, like here, it can be workflows or other admin processes that use the same pattern, but can use the cached objects. So I am checking this, and I will fix it and then write some email again where it is not applicable. So that's all from my side.
Okay. So, Kocour, máš třeba něco? Will something? We'll wait for
If you want to speak about it, maybe not this one, I don't know.
Okay, so
I can show it, but if Ivo is not here after you finish, I'll start with this one.
okay, so unfortunately this is all, I guess. If anybody else has something to say or So short, and nice. So thank you.